Hey, it's John again, and this is going to be my update for my work in progress. So this is the porch. We're just kind of putting a little bit of the garbage here. I got some extra sheetrock that I'm going to use. So if you come on in, front door, turns out we're probably going to have to change this whole door out because the between this and this is all rotted out. So it's best that we just change it out. So I actually went to Habitat for Humanities today and I was looking for a door. I couldn't find one the right size, but I'm going to find one eventually. So if we come on in, here in the main living area, what they've done so far is they've picture framed the windows, which means they put all this framing around, the nice framing all around the windows. If you remember in the before video, they were unfinished. And so we've got all the videos, all the windows completed. The guys really went fast. I mean, it's amazing how these pros can do their work. And we found a little problem behind one of the walls. It's kind of fallen apart. So there was some wallpaper here that when they ripped it down, this came out. So we're just going to put new sheetrock over that, and it's going to be like brand new. Here in the kitchen, we haven't done any work in the kitchen yet, but in the back room, we took off the old shoe molding that was there, which is this really cheap, crappy stuff, and we put a nice baseboard molding all the way around, and that's going to look really good. And in the before, this was all unfinished, so we added these moldings around this door here, and they got this little piece here is going to go cover up this imperfection, and it's going to look pretty sharp when it's done. Now we're going to go down in the basement. So in the old other video, you'll see there was all kinds of crap on the floor here. I personally took care of that. I knocked down all the cobwebs, and so it's looking pretty clean. And if we come back, there was half a wall here that I knocked down. We did that so that if we have to pull these washer and dryers out, they wouldn't fit in the opening that was here. So it was kind of like an old homeowner special. And in the course of doing the work, we found there was some water damage to that wall. So we're going to knock this part down here. This is all going to come down. See how easy that comes apart? So we're going to knock that down, and we're going to put a skim coat over it and repaint it, and the same thing with this little corner in there. So, you know, there's always something you're going to find doing a rebuild or when you're doing renovations on an old house. So far it's really nothing major. So we'll head back upstairs, and we took the railing off here, so be careful when you're walking by. So that railing that was here wasn't on too tight. They took it off so that they could get to that light. That light switch, it's not a light switch, the light fixture that was there, it's going to present a problem in the future. Meaning, whenever the light bulb goes out, whoever's living here is going to have to try and somehow get over these stairs up to there. So to remediate that, we're just going to cut those wires out, put a round electrical cover plate on it, and just eliminate the light altogether. And the light fixture that goes over there will be bright enough. It's actually back there. That's the smoke detector, but there's a light fixture right there, and that should be bright enough to handle the whole hall, because I'm going to make it pretty bright. So here in the front bedroom, we've got, again, framings around the windows. They painted it up nice, and they did a really good job painting it. This is the railing that they're going to put back over there once they get everything done. They kind of did this really neat trick. The guy screwed these boards into the floor, and he lays a ladder against the wall with the feet up against the boards. Personally, I would never do it, but that's what they do for a living. So it works out well for them. And then here we got this room. Again, they haven't painted any trim yet, but the ceilings are done. This ceiling was falling down. We saw that in the previous video. So they ripped that down and they patched up the whole thing with a new sheet of sheetrock, and it's going to get painted. And it's very similar to the back bedroom. Same type of story. They painted the moldings up in here, and they look pretty sharp. And this whole flooring is going to be carpeted. Now this is the bathroom that was disgusting. The toilet is nice and clean now. I did have to buy a new toilet seat because the other one wouldn't come clean, but really, I mean, it was $5. And then the ceiling, ceiling's interesting. They took down the drywall ceiling, and then there's another original ceiling up there. So we're gonna have to take that down. I bought a fan that has a light fixture with a fan in it, and it's going to get installed right up in here, and it's going to alleviate the moisture problem. So we talked about in the last video, and that's it. So that's our progress report. Here we are, 327 Middleton Street, Riverside, and I've already got a couple of people interested in renting it. So I'm psyched, and we'll see you next time.